Hey, this is James Wilson with MTB Strength Training Systems and BikeJames.com, and today I'm going to share some mobility stuff that I've been doing using a stick. Basically, this is a handle for a mop. There is a tool out there called the mobility stick that you're able to do a lot of this, or all of this stuff with as well, and it's a great thing. Check it out if you start to get into this stuff. But you can get use a lot of tools in order to start doing this stuff. And so this is again just a dowel, just a wooden rod. Again, this one's made for being a handle for a mop, but you're looking for something that is about 5 feet in length. If your average height, too short, get something about 4 feet or so, and you don't quite get the same effect. So, but once you get something that's long enough, here's a couple things that you can start doing with it. So what I like to do is cup the outside of it instead of grabbing it. So cupping the outside here, kind of forming a more neutral grip with the hands, and then starting out with some turns, trying to keep the stick level with the ground. And you'll find that having to keep your hands pressed together to keep the stick from falling out of them will help keep the upper body engaged in a pretty cool way. And so then you can kind of take this into an angle, and again you can keep the head neutral or while you're doing it, or you can follow it with your hands, with your eyes. Both of them are great, but just kind of getting this angle here, and then coming over the top. I call this the Kayaker, like you're paddling a kayak. And again, I like to follow my hands with my eyes with this one, really gets the neck going. And then you can go backwards, like this. I call this one the Neo, because you feel like you're in the Matrix dodging bullets while you're doing it. So this is a good one as well. So good stuff for the upper body. You can also take this and do my favorite, one of my favorite mobility moves of all time, your stick windmill as well. And so, great one to throw in. And then you can also use it to get down and do some hip opening drills as well. Leaning forward, open up the hip flexor. You can take the stick, and lean over to the side, away from the side that you're stretching, and open things up a little bit more. Then you can come over, holding on that same side, and reaching back with the opposite hand, and grabbing, and then coming into this good stretch here, good for the T-spine and the hip, really good just overall body stretch to open things up, which we get really tight riding our bikes and sitting down and stuff. So this is a good stretch as well. And then along with that, good one to add in is a kind of a hip hinge drill. So you're going to have your hands stacked on top of each other, and then you're going to do a hip hinge. Push the hips back, and then you're going to pry your chest through your shoulders down to the floor. And again, you can use the stick side to side to kind of help open up the sides a little bit there. And make sure you switch which hand is on top, because that'll definitely change things up, change up the stretch a little bit. And then finally, I like to finish out with some squats, just holding on to this, and again, just kind of having to keep this down, driving down to keep some tension on the stick, keeps the core and the upper body engaged in a pretty cool way. And so again, make sure you're switching which hand is on top as well, because that'll change things up. So those are just a few simple movements that you can start adding into your mobility routine using a stick, or like I said, like the mobility stick. I call mine a mobility staff since it's not the official mobility stick. But anyway, but a great tool you probably have something like this laying around your house already. And if you don't, it's super cheap to pick something up at your local hardware store or whatever and start using this stuff. But again, great tool that I've been getting a lot of use out of lately that has really helped open up some stuff in my shoulders and upper body, really good stuff that you can do with it there. So anyways, once again, it's been James Wilson. You can check me out at BikeJames.com, where I've got a bunch of more tips and free workouts and stuff that you can sign up for to help you enjoy riding more through good strength and mobility training. And I hope you've enjoyed this tip, and I'll talk to you next time.